Okay, f of x is equal to x square sine 1 by x if x not equal to 0, and f of x is equal to 0 if x is equal to 0. We have to check the continuity. So when x is not equal to 0, this is the, that means if you are approaching 0, so this is your function 0. So you are approaching 0 from the right side, then also the function is x square, means right side of 0. Whenever x is not equal to 0, it is defined as x square sine 1 by x, x square sine 1 by x. And at 0, the function value is 0 also. So here also there is no need to find left hand limit and right hand limit separately, because left side and right side the function is the same only. So you can directly find the limit. We have to check the continuity at x is equal to 0 only, because all other points the function is continuous. Because x square is a continuous function, because x square is a polynomial function, it is continuous. Sine 1 by x. So it is a trigonometry function. So trigonometry function is continuous. Sine x is always continuous. So sine function is always continuous. The product of two functions is always continuous. If two functions are continuous, the product is also continuous. So 0 छोड़ के बाकी सभी पॉइंट में फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस है. Now we have to check the continuity at x is equal to 0. So we have to find limit of f of x as x approaches to 0. This is equal to limit of f of x is x square sine 1 by x as x approaches to 0. अब डायरेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन करेंगे तो यू विल सी लाइक दिस, x square is 0, 0 into 1 by 0 is infinity, so sine of infinity आएगा. But we have to think in a different way. It is like sine 1 by x, whatever the value of x, sine 1 by x is always lies between minus 1 and 1, because sine is always lies between minus 1 and 1. So as x is approaching to 0, x का वैल्यू 0 में जाएगा, तब sin x का वैल्यू और sin 1 by x, sin 1 by x or sin x is defined at all real numbers. So 1 by it is approaching to 0 only, so 1 by x will not become infinity, it will be a very कोई भी एक number हो जाएगा 1 by something, a very big number. So that value, sine of that angle, so it is always between minus 1 and 1. So you will get a number which is between minus 1 and 1. So this is as when x is approaching to 0, this is something like 0 into a number, 0 into a number between 0 into a number between minus 1 and 1. So 0 into anything, it will become 0. So limit of that function as x approaches to 0 is equal to 0. Now limit exists. Now we have to find the value of the function at that point, f of 0. And f of 0, it is given us when x is equal to 0, function value is equal to 0, it is given. So that means limit of x square sine 1 by x as x approaches to 0 is same as f of 0. That implies f of x is continuous at all points. सभी पॉइंट में फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस है. Okay, now so now the following questions are like this. Find the value of k. जो क्वेश्चन में k होगा उसका वैल्यू निकालना such that the function is continuous at the given points. So one question, f of x is equal to k x square if x is less than 2, less than or equal to 2, is equal to 3 if x is greater than 2, and it is given that it is continuous at x is equal to 2. This is a question. Find the value of k. We have to find the value of k. Given that the function is continuous at the given points. जो दिया वाला points में function continuous है, ऐसे है तो function का value निकालना है आपको. Means k का value निकालना. So continuous मतलब limit. So continuous मतलब limit x is continuous at x is equal to 2. उसका meaning है limit of that function as x approach to exist, and that is equal to the function value of the function at 2. अभी value of the function at 2 is equal to when x is equal to 2. there देखो when x is less than or equal to 2 it is kx square. So it is k into x square 2 square which is equal to 4k. Okay, keep that in your mind. Now limit exists. Limit of f of x as x approach to 2 exist. उसका मतलब है left hand limit exists, right hand limit exists, and both are equal. So you have to find the left hand limit and right hand limit. So left hand limit LHL, that means you are approaching the limit of that function, you are approaching 2 from the left side. The left side symbol is minus there, ऊपर minus दे दिया है. So limit of you are approaching 2 and approaching to 2 from the left side मतलब x is less than 2. When x is less than 2 the function is kx square. So direct substitution it is kx square is equal to 2 square for 4k. Right hand limit is equal to a limit of that function as x approaching to 2 from the right side. That means limit of the function as x approaching to 2 from the right side मतलब x is greater than 2. So when x is greater than 2 the function is 3 and limit of a constant is constant. Now here left hand limit x is for the left hand limit and right hand limit are equal. That means 4k should be 3. That means k is equal to 3 by 4. Here actually ये इसका कोई ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ा जैसे f value of the function at 2 उसका कोई ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ा in this situation. From the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. From there itself we got the value k is equal to 3 by 4. Now another question. F of x is equal to kx plus 1 if x is less than or equal to pi, cos x if x is greater than pi, and it is given that it is continuous at x is equal to pi. So less than pi it is continuous because kx plus 1, whatever the value of k, it is a linear function. Linear function is a polynomial function, it is continuous. Greater than pi it is cos x. Cos x is trigonometry function. Trigonometry function is continuous everywhere. So whenever x is not pi, it is always continuous. There is no doubt in that. And it is given that at x is equal to pi also the function is continuous. So we have to find the value of k. So continuous at x is equal to pi, इसका meaning है limit of that function as x approaches to pi exists, and that will be equal to value of the function at pi. This is the meaning. So now we'll find left hand limit. क्योंकि limit x मतलब left hand limit and right hand limit x both are equal. So limit of that function as x approaches to pi from the left side. That means limit of x is approaching to pi from the left side मतलब x is less than pi. When x is less than pi, it is kx plus 1. So direct substitution, pi k plus 1. So left hand limit is pi k plus 1. Now right hand limit. The limit of that function as x approaches to pi from the right side, which is equal to limit of the function as x approaches to pi from the right side. That means x is greater than pi. So when x is greater than pi, the function is cos x. So now limit of cos x as x approaches to pi, direct substitution, cos pi. And cos pi is equal to minus 1. Right? Cos pi is equal to minus 1. Cos 180 degrees is equal to minus 1. But limit exists. Limit left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. That implies pi k plus 1 is equal to minus 1. So pi k is equal to minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. So k is equal to minus 2 upon pi. K is equal to minus 2 upon pi. So here also function at pi का कोई जरूरत नहीं पड़ा. Is it clear? Another function. Yes, f of x is equal to, if there's any problem in the voice or any technical problems, you have to inform me. Otherwise, I cannot understand what is going on. Huh? So f of x is equal to 5 if x is less than or equal to 2. Ax plus b, x is lies between 2 and 10. 21 if x is greater than or equal to 10. So this is a given function. It is says it is a continuous function. So we have to find the value of find a and b. A and b का value निकालना. So less than 2 है तो constant 5. Constant function is always continuous. Between 2 and 10, it is ax plus b, linear function. It is always continuous. Greater than 10, it is 21, constant function. It is always continuous because the graph is a straight line. So now, if there is a problem, the problem may be at 2 and 10 only, because left side of 2 and right side of 2, the function is different. Left side of 10 and right side of 10, the function is different. But it is already given that the function is continuous. Continuous means it is continuous at x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 10. So continuous at x is equal to 2 means, इसका मतलब है limit of that function as x approaches to 2, it is same as f of 2. Now limit x is मतलब left hand limit, right hand limit, x's both are equal. So we have to find the left hand limit. So limit of f of x, limit of that function, you are approaching 2 from the left side. That means limit of the function as x approaching to 2 from the left side, मतलब x is less than 2. When x is less than 2, the value is 5. So limit of a constant is constant, so it is 5. Now right hand limit. Limit of that function as x approaches to 2 plus, that means from the right side. That means limit of the function as x approaches to 2 from the right side, मतलब x is greater than 2. When x is greater than 2, the function is ax plus b. So direct substitution, it is x is equal to 2, so 2a plus b. So left hand limit is equal to right hand limit because function is continuous. Continuous है तो limit axis होना चाहिए. Limit axis करना मतलब left hand limit axis, right hand limit axis both are equal. So that means 2a plus b is equal to 5. So we'll get one equation. Now, continuous at x is equal to 10 also because it is given that the function is continuous function. So that means limit of that function as x approaches to 10 exists, and that will be equal to value of the function at that point. Limit axis मतलब left hand limit axis, right hand limit axis, and both are equal. So left hand limit मतलब limit of that function as x approaches to 10 from the left side. So that is a limit of x approaching to 10 from the left side मतलब x is less than 10. When x is less than 10, the function is ax plus b. So this will be 10a plus b. Right hand limit is equal to limit of that function as x approaching 10 from the right side. That means limit x is approaching to 10 from the right side, x is greater than 10. When x is greater than or equal to 10, the function is 21. Limit of a constant is constant, so it is 21. The left hand limit is equal to right hand limit because the limit exists. That implies 10a plus b is equal to 21. So this is your equation 2. Now you got two equations. One is 2a plus b is equal to 5. 10a plus b is equal to 21. So you can subtract 2a minus 10a minus 8a is equal to minus 16. So a is equal to minus 16 by minus 8, this is equal to 2. So a का value मिला. Substitute in any of the equation. 2 into a, 2 into 2 plus b is equal to 5. So b is equal to 5 minus 4. So b is equal to 1. That means this function is continuous when a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 1. Clear?
So,
Yeah. Another function. This is one of the important questions. F of x is equal to k cos x divided by pi minus 2x if x is not equal to pi by 2 is equal to 3 if x is equal to pi by 2. It is given that the function is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. वैसे तो k का वैल्यू निकालना है. Find the value of k. Find k. See here also pi by 2 का left side और right side में function same है. So continuous at x is equal to pi by 2 means इसका मतलब है limit of that function as x approaches to pi by 2 it exists, and this is same as value of the function at pi by 2. That's the definition. So we have to find the limit. So when you are trying to find the limit, see a limit of f of x, that is k cos x divided by pi minus 2x. X approaches to pi by 2. So what will happen is डायरेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन करेंगे तो आपको मिलेगा cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So k into 0 divided by pi minus 2 into pi by 2. That is pi minus pi. आपको मिलेगा 0 by 0. So that means direct substitution won't work. डायरेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन काम नहीं करेगा. अभी देखना है कि कुछ, क्योंकि 0/0 आया है. दिस इज नोन एज इनडिटर्मिनेट. इसको बोलते हैं indeterminate form, indeterminate forms. So direct substitution is not possible here. So now the different methods we have discussed, you have to think about it. Like factorization, इधर factorize करने के लिए कुछ नहीं है. rationalization करने के लिए कुछ नहीं है. स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूलाज, ऑल्जेब्रिक लिमिट आपने पढ़ाई कि ऑल्जेब्रिक लिमिट इधर अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते, एक्सपोनेंशियल लिमिट अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक लिमिट अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक लिमिट में sin x by x है, वो भी अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते. लॉगरिथमिक लिमिट अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते. कोई भी मेथड आपने जो नॉर्मल फॉर्मूला वगैरह पढ़ाई कि इधर काम नहीं करेगा. सो उसी समय मैंने जो आपको बोला था जनरल टेक्निक, जनरल टेक्निक यूज करना, जो जैसे लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट है तो आपको क्या करना, लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट है तो आपको h गोज टू 0 दे देना, x के जगह ये माइनस h. राइट हैंड लिमिट है तो h गोज टू 0 दे देना, x के जगह ये प्लस h. ठीक है. So now, so I'm going to find the left hand limit here. So I'm going to find the left hand limit. And here both will exist because it is already given that the function is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. So the left hand limit exists, right hand limit exists, and both will be equal also. Now, left hand limit matlab x limit of that function as x approaches to pi by 2 from the left side. So then I told you the method is limit. आपको ऐसे करना है कि h goes to 0. h goes to 0. h goes to 0. Now function के अंदर k cos x के जगह a minus h. So either a is pi by 2. So pi by 2 minus h divided by pi minus 2x. Again x के जगह pi by 2 minus h. Now this is equals limit h goes to 0 k into cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So this is sin h because cos 90 minus theta, this is same as sin theta क्योंकि sin and cos are co-functions, divided by ये हो जाएगा pi minus 2 into pi by 2, 2 cancel हो जाएगा, pi minus into minus plus, so plus 2h. So ये हो जाएगा limit h goes to 0 k sin h divided by 2h. So here also आप डायरेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन करेंगे तो sin 0/0 आएगा, but we have to consider like this, k by 2 constant, you can take it outside. So k by 2 constant, क्योंकि limit of constant into a function, limit of constant into a function, you can write this as constant into limit of that function. So you can take the constant outside. So k by 2 that I took outside, k by 2. Then limit of sin h by h as h goes to 0. So direct substitution करेंगे तो sin 0 is 0, 0/0 आएगा, but that is a standard results limit uh, limit x goes to 0, sin x by x, it is equal to 1. It is a standard limit, it is not a trigonometric limit. So आपको आंसर मिलेगा k by 2 into 1, which is equal to k by 2. Now, we have to, so left, there's no need to find right hand limit because the function is continuous. Matlab, left hand limit x is, right hand limit x is, and that will be equal also. Even if you find the right hand limit, you will get k by 2 only. Now, continuous matlab, this thing, limit x is, and that is equal to the value of the function pi by 2. And f of pi by 2, value of the function at pi by 2, when x is equal to pi by 2, it is given as the function value is 3. So it is equal to 3. That means आपको ये मिलेगा k by 2 is equal to 3. That means k is equal to 2 into 3, 6. So the value of k is equal to 6.
सर वो h tends to 0 कैसे किया?
S tends to 0 कैसे? I will explain the next page. See, the technique is like this. जैसे h tends to 0 दे रहे, x के जगह हम a minus h दे रहे, लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट है तो उसका लॉजिक यही है कि see, so your number line, suppose आपको x अप्रोच,
सर वो मतलब उस एग्जांपल में बताइए ना.
नहीं, उसका लॉजिक समझ में आना चाहिए ना, क्यों हम ऐसे कर रहे हैं. सो इट इज ऑटोमेटिक लेफ्ट. जस्ट लिसन 1 सेकेंड. सी देखो, x is equal to 2, x you want to approach 2 from the left side. Left hand limit मतलब you want to approach 2 from the left side. So what we are doing is, हम क्या करते हैं, 2 minus x के जगह हम 2 minus h लिख रहे हैं. x के जगह हम 2 minus h लिख रहे हैं. देन हम क्या कर रहे हैं, लिमिट h टेंड्स टू 0 दे रहे. सो देखो, h को 0 में जाना, जैसे आप h को 1 दे दो, so that value is actually 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. h को 1.5 दे दो, 1 going to 0, sorry, h को 0.5 दे दो, 0.5 दे देंगे तो 2 minus 0.5, 2 minus 0.5, so it is actually 1.5. h को 0.6 दे दो, so it is 2 minus 0.6, which is equal to 1.4. Sorry, 0.6 2 minus 0.6, 1. Yeah, 0.6 नहीं, कम करके जाना है. h is approaching to 0, 0.4 दे दो, 0.4 दे देंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 1.6. h को 0.3 दे दो, so it will be 2 minus 0.3, you can see that it is 1.7. h को 0.2, so it is going to 2 minus 0.2, it is going to 1.8. So you can see that when h is approaching to 0, in effect what is happening is this 2 minus h, it is approaching to 2 from the left side. Just say 1.5, 1.6, so 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, that means it is approaching to 2 from the left side. So when we give that, what is actually happening is, it is the left hand limit only. Instead of, like, it is the same thing is happening here, you are approaching 2 from the left side. Sanket, you got the point? Sanket?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you say like this, h is going to 0 and x के जगह 2 minus h लिखने के time, actually in effect when h is going to 0, either example दिखाए 1.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, the h is going to 0. So you can see that the 2 minus h is going to 1, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, ऐसे 2 को जा रहे. So that means you are approaching 2 from the left side. That is what it is actually happening. The same thing will happen with the right hand limit also. Like h is going to 0, you are putting 2 plus h, so इधर 2, so जैसे h को 1 दे देंगे तो आपको हो जाएगा 2 plus 1 3, h को 0.5 देंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 2.5, h को 0.4 ये हो जाएगा 2 plus that is 2.4, h को 0.3 ये हो जाएगा 2.3. You can see that when h is going to 0 it is 2.5 2.4 2.3, 2 को अप्रोच कर रहा है राइट साइड से, so that is you are approaching 2 from the right side. So basic concept only, so we are approaching that in a different way, that's all. Is it clear, Sanket?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? That concept is clear or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now somebody is asking about that yesterday also asked, like greatest integer function. Just 1 second, I will show you. See, this is the graph of greatest integer function. Last year आपने standard functions का graph जैसे square function, cube function, square root function, rational function, ऐसे greatest integer function, modulus function, signum function, ऐसे बहुत सारा functions के बारे में discuss किया था. So here you can see that this is the graph of greatest integer function, and you can see that the function is continuous at all points except at integers. Like 0 में break है graph का, then 0 to 1 there is no break, then again 1 में break है, then the graph is having break at 2, every integer. So the greatest integer function, the greatest integer function is continuous at all points except at integers. Integers छोड़ के बाकी सभी पॉइंट में greatest integer function continuous है. The greatest integer function is continuous at all points except at integers. So उसका प्रूफ करने का जनरली सपोज आपको algebraically प्रूफ करना है तो आप कोई भी पॉइंट ले लो, जैसे there are two options, like when you take points, two options are there, let a be any point, ऐसे प्रूफ करना है a be any point. So there are two options, a is an integer, so a is not integer. Two situations. So listen here. So इधर सपोज मैंने 1 and 2 के बीच में एक नंबर लिया a, 1 and 2 के बीच में एक नंबर लिया a, that means second situation, not integer. So what will happen, just समझने के लिए 1 and 2 के बीच में integer लिया तो आप a को लेफ्ट साइड से अप्रोच करेंगे तो भी वैल्यू होगा 1, राइट साइड से अप्रोच करेंगे तो भी वैल्यू होगा 1. That means left hand limit and right hand limit is same. So for example 1.5 है तो, and f of 1.5, f of 1.5 मतलब greatest integer 1.5, that is also 1. So it is continuous. अभी आप एक integer ले लो, so मान लीजिए आपने integer लिया 0, 0 का लेफ्ट साइड से अप्रोच करेंगे तो वैल्यू जाएगा -1 में, राइट साइड से अप्रोच करेंगे तो वैल्यू जाएगा 0 में. सो लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट एंड राइट हैंड लिमिट इज नॉट सेम. सो the function is not continuous. So इंटीजर लेंगे तो लेफ्ट साइड से अप्रोच करेंगे तो आप जस्ट फॉर एग्जाम्पल समझने के लिए मैंने बताया जीरो लेंगे तो जीरो का लेफ्ट साइड से अप्रोच करेंगे तो फंक्शन जाएगा -1 में, जीरो का राइट साइड से अप्रोच करेंगे तो फंक्शन जाएगा 1 में, 0 में. So left hand limit or right hand limit are not same, so the function is not continuous at 0. That means in general we can prove that at every integer the function is not